Before I even start, I want you to hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts in the comments. This story, it's going to make you question trust, love, and how one sentence can change everything. It started like any ordinary evening. I was sitting on the couch, half watching the news, waiting for Claire to get home from work. Our apartment smelled faintly of her vanilla lotion, the one she always wore on Mondays, the smell I loved without realizing it had become part of our life. My phone buzzed. A message from Claire. I can't do this anymore. That's it. One sentence. Nothing else. No explanation, no apology. Just those 6 words that made my stomach drop so violently I could barely breathe. I read it 3 times, each time hoping my mind had tricked me. But no, it was there. Plain as daylight. My wife, the woman I trusted with my heart, my life, my future, was saying she couldn't do it anymore. I didn't reply. I couldn't. Not yet. Instead, I sat in silence, my mind spinning through every interaction we'd had in the past week, the past month, the past year. Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? My heart raced with guilt before it even had a chance to feel anger. Then came the little things I had dismissed. The missed calls I didn't think much of, the late nights at work she seemed to forget to mention, the laughs she stifled when she thought I wasn't looking. I tried to tell myself I was overthinking, that I was imagining betrayal where there was none. But doubt is a powerful thing. It began to creep into every corner of my life. I started noticing patterns. Her phone screen would light up, and she'd hide it instantly. She became overly careful about the texts she left on the table. I saw her glance at me with hesitation, the kind you use when you're trying to hide something but know you can't quite. My chest tightened every time I watched her walk across the room. That sentence from her text haunted me. I can't do this anymore. What did she mean? What could I have done to make her say that? And then I saw it. A message that wasn't meant for me, opened by accident when she left her phone unlocked. The words were simple, innocuous if you didn't know the history. Last night was perfect. Can't wait to see you again. My head spun. I read it again, my pulse thundering in my ears. I scrolled through more messages, hidden conversations, inside jokes I'd never been part of, photos that weren't for me. Every heartbeat screamed betrayal. Every memory twisted into a lie. I want to confront her immediately, to yell, to scream, to demand the truth. But then I remembered that one sentence. I can't do this anymore. And I realized something. I could let anger control me, or I could act in a way that preserved my dignity. I chose silence first. The days that followed were unbearable. I observed her closely, trying to reconcile the woman I loved with the woman who had been hiding pieces of herself from me. Every smile felt like a challenge, every touch like a reminder of how fragile trust had become. I replayed every argument, every joke, every kiss, wondering which were real and which had been performed for appearances. Finally, the confrontation came. It wasn't dramatic. No shouting, no thrown objects. Just a quiet evening. The way we used to have dinner together, the air thick with unspoken words. I looked her in the eyes and I asked calmly, "Who is he?" She faltered. For the first time in months, I saw guilt, remorse, fear. Her voice trembled as she admitted everything. Late-night meetings, secret dinners, stolen moments that were supposed to remain invisible. She tried to explain, to justify, to make sense of her choices. And I listened silently as the person I loved so deeply unraveled before me. I realized then that love and betrayal can exist together, that someone can feel remorse and still hurt you beyond repair, that silence, when paired with action, can speak louder than rage. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I simply left her a note, packed a few things, and walked out of the apartment we had built together. One last look, and I felt both grief and liberation. Walking away wasn't easy. Every step carried memories that now cut like glass, but it was necessary. In that silence, I found clarity. I didn't need revenge. I didn't need explanations beyond what I already knew. I needed myself. And in that, there was power, painful as it was. I still remember that one sentence, the moment everything changed. I can't do this anymore. It hurt. It shook me to my core, but also taught me something invaluable. Dignity, self-respect, and quiet strength are worth more than any betrayal can take from you. Life after her isn't perfect. Some nights, I lie awake remembering, questioning, feeling the echo of a love that once seemed endless. But I also feel something I hadn't felt in months. Peace. The kind that comes when you stop trying to control the uncontrollable and start reclaiming your own life. So, if you've ever been betrayed, remember, one sentence can change everything, but how you respond, your silence, your choices, your actions, that's what shapes the rest of your story. Hit subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and remember, strength often comes quietly after the storm has passed.